Hello, manga and anime enthusiasts. This is Manga Marie coming to y'all with another manga haul and book review video. Yes, this year, going into this new year, on my channel is pretty new already, but I wanted to add some book reviews of um, novels, actual novels, along with my manga reviews. Because this year, my goal is to read 100 books. And so far, I've read four books, and one of them I'm going to be reviewing here today. So, but first up, manga. So, I have a very small, super short haul of some manga that I just got in. Now, on a previous review, I talked about the volumes 2 and 3 of House of Five Leaves that I scored at half price. Now I have here volume 1. So now I have 1, 2, and 3 of House of Five Leaves. I absolutely love this anime, and I wanted to read it in manga because, of course, with a manga, you're going to get way more. You're going to get way more detail. There's more room to tell the story, and it can sometimes be a different experience when you read it. You know, you get more, it's more leisurely. You can just really dip into the characters because there's more room and time to tell more story. So I'm excited to start this. And my favorite thing about this this particular mangaka is just the artwork. The artwork is just beautiful. I love the artwork. I love the style. The drawing is so unique. And I'm really excited to get into this. But I may wait until I've gotten all, I believe it's 7 or 8 volumes of it. Next up is, I just got this, so I don't believe that was in my last manga haul. And that is Birds of Shangri-La. Birds of Shangri-La 2. And this one, the first one I read, and it was awesome. It's about a gentleman who's in some financial troubles, and he takes a job and becomes, I guess, a gentleman of this club that is pretty much a male brothel. But he is someone that is supposed to cater to the men that work there, but not necessarily sleep with anybody. But he is a heterosexual man, which makes this interesting, and it follows his encounters with one of the gentlemen that he has to work with at this club, or be an assistant to, of sorts. And it was such a great, beautifully written story, and I'm really excited about reading volume 2. Next up is this particular one, definitely for adults. All of this, with the exceptions of House of Five Leaves, is definitely for 17 and up. But this one, I heard a lot about it, and I saw it. I first heard about it on Shay Geeks Out YouTube channel, and she always has great reviews, and I was like, what? As you can see, this is called Dick Fight Island, and yeah, that's weird. I was like, really? And it seems so ridiculous, but she said it was really fun and funny, and so, and what you would imagine is what it is. So yeah, definitely adult, but definitely something that I was like, okay, silly and funny, and I'll check it out. So that's my mini manga haul, and I'm excited about those books. And I even think that there is a Dick Fight Island 2 that's coming up, or that's out, or going to be out. So that I am excited to read. Yeah. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So the book that I read, the novel that I read, and this is actually this year, this book is actually the third book that I've read of 2022, and it is called Dance of Death. This is by Edward Marston. And this is actually a series, one of a series, and this is the Homefront Detective series. And so it's about a dancer, a very wildly popular dancer who gets murdered. And this takes place during I believe this is World War II. Yes, because and it takes place in London and in England. Yeah, yeah. It takes place over there, and the the men that are still there, if it's not that many, and they tend to be older, and so most of the men are off to war. So you get an insight on life at that time for the men and for the women, about the conditions and just how the war was affecting people, um, pretty much on the home front, and so that makes good sense to have it called the home front detective series. And in this particular story, this isn't the first book of the series, but I don't think this is the first book of the series, because once you start reading it, you realize that the characters are there. There's already an established history of the characters that's implied when you read it. So, but the characters are so wonderfully written. So you get a dancer who's murdered, and so then you get the detectives, the two detectives that are investigating the murder. And then you get the side stories from several suspects, and then the side story of the detectives, and the detective's sergeant who is dating the detective's daughter, or engaged to her at this point. And you get their story. So you get a lot of point of views, and there is no confusion when the author goes in between those stories. And you also get some insight into the way of life and the different happenings and how that war is affecting people of the story. So the war is that it's not just during that time, but it's a nice flow of an imagined experience during that time, and how police work still was going on, and how crime was still affecting the people that were there, how the war and how it is affecting people's way of life. So I was really excited about this book. I had never read this author before, and I knew it was a detective series. I wasn't sure if I would like it or not, but I saw it at the library, which a lot of my books are going to be library. um, and I was it's a very easygoing pace, easy read. It's not action packed, but it's an easygoing, nice flow, interesting dialogue, and sorry about my voice is kind of going out, but it was a great read. I really enjoy it, and I definitely give it 5 stars. I gave it 5 stars on Goodread. And so I am looking forward to reading more books from this series. So that is my book review, and also my anime haul, my manga haul. And the book that I'm reading right now, which will be in my next video, I'll do a review on, is James Patterson's Alert. This is book 8 of the Michael Bennett novels. It's good. It's James Patterson. I had just started reading it, but you can't go wrong with a James Patterson book. So I'm excited, and it's by James Patterson and Michael Ledwid. Legwood. And so I'm excited to get that one read and give y'all a review next time I upload um, manga haul or review video. So thank you all for dropping in. I hope to hear from you guys in the comments section. And until next time, peace.